on, guys? It's another Sunday. It's time for the show. I know I'm about 5 minutes late. Couldn't really help that. I had to reset my router. And with the service I have every once in a while, you go to use it and you've got to reset it. So it's all good. We got this going. And just wanted to say hi. It's been a fun day. We did a little bit something different today um, with the group. Normally we meet at the coffee shop and we do, you know, games and stuff. So today we did building some RC cars. I have an RC car that needs to be built. So we live stream that to, as some of you know, the Gamers with Coffee also has an RC gaming group. So it's part of our gaming group. It's a hobby. I didn't mean gaming, I guess, but it's RC Annex by Gamers with Coffee on Facebook. We've had it for quite a while, but we generally don't get a chance to live stream much to it. So today we're live stream building a car that's going to be a GWC car, and it's going to get it painted up. Looks like it'll be like a old World War II, Korean War, possibly type of Army Jeep is what the body will be. It's either one of those two time frames, and put some GWC decals on there. Then we can represent ourselves just doing whatever, even going to the park. And I think that'll be pretty cool. That'll work out pretty well. Well, hello, Mythos. How are you, sir? Sorry I got a late start there by a couple minutes. How are you and your lovely wife doing today? Good, I hope. I was just saying, we're doing a little bit of work today. We did on the RC stuff. So once that vehicle's built, then we're going to show it off. It's about halfway built, and it'll be decked out with our logo and that kind of stuff is the game plan, but it'll be old military looking vehicle. So should work out pretty good because we did start with armored battles, tanks and whatnot. So kind of, yeah. Well, I'm glad you've got a gravy day there, Mythos, because that's what you should have. You deserve it. So hopefully the day keeps going forward. My day so far has been good. Had coffee, got to do stuff. Finally got some of these figures, boy, it's just kind of a pain to build like that. That mine layer guy, it's not actually as easy as it looked. And then pre-painting the stuff before you build it, because otherwise ain't going to get to some of it. But interesting. It's interesting. And that's mostly done. So yay, once that's done, I've got to get on the Zombicide Invaders because I got all that paint ordered and get that going. Oh, geez. I guess I got to trim my beard up, huh? I didn't realize I was looking that scroungy. Oh, well, scroungy's okay, I guess. But Keegan, I think, is busy right now trying to finish up that car. I'm not sure if Clint's going to make it on. Usually he can't anymore. So you all stuck with me for just a little bit anyways. And I'll try not to bore you guys too much. But I have got more of those figures done. And pretty proud of the way they're coming out, man. They look pretty good. And I like the terrain. And Mythos, thank you for the comment on the table. Like I said in that video, not affiliated. I didn't get the table free. Like, it's just their customer service is top notch. And people like me and you and Freak and the others got to have a table to game on. And this thing's perfect for Warhammer, Kill Team, or any of the gaming that you guys or I do. And then, of course, you can make it a banquet table because that's what the hell it is anyways. But why spend $600 or $800 on a, quote, gaming table when you can get something that will take the abuse and do what you got to do? You know, so that's why I wanted to give a shout out to that company, because not a lot of companies go out of their way like that on customer care. They don't anymore. And so good people. So most definitely, I just check out their stuff, look them up, and see if you can find something for you. But look under the banquet tables, you guys. That's where you'll find the 4x4 table. which is going to be great for what you got to do. And it's solid wood top. That's even better. It's not fake veneered crap. It's real wood and does very well. And yeah, I'm I'm just going to shut up before I go on and on about it because it's way worth the money. And going to be put to, and already has been put to a lot of use. I had it almost a week before I could get the video made. And it's been standing up beside my normal little table. I've just been spreading all the Kill Team stuff out on it so I can go through it because my other table behind me is basically crowded already as hell with stuff. So that's just kind of where that's at. But overall, good week, good day. It sounds like you're doing good out there too, Mythos. So I don't know how long we'll be on today. It kind of just depends. It seems like every once in a while, it's kind of just a busy weekend for everybody, and um, I'm working out a few little kinks on some. There's some other gaming shows that I'm going to try to see if I can get to. They're like just out of state or within, a 5-6 hour drive. Something that's feasible to do in a day. I'm going to look at doing if I can. Um, the Wiley Games thing, we're going to go back next year for. Well, to be the very beginning of it, maybe the end too. I don't know. It depends on the weather, but we'll have a table there, and we'll do some live broadcasting for you guys there again. But, hey, look at that! It's Mini Warmutt. Hello, Master Terrain Maker and Zombie Enthusiast. May we introduce Mini Warmutt? Woo! How you doing, Brian? Hopefully it's good, sir. I just got to thinking about it. I bet Brian was probably wondering, where's the coffee shop live stream? It was there, Brian, but we did it to the RC page that we have on Facebook because today we were building the Gamers with Coffee car. And it's not a miniature, it's a big old RC car. It's a Traxxas TRX4, I think, is what it is. Oh, convention bug. Well, let me put it this way, Mythos. So, if you're gonna get an addiction, it damn well better be plastic and glue and paint second, third, because But if you're gonna get sick, you may as well get the bug. If you're gonna get the bug, you may as well get a convention bug. Like, I don't see any other way around it. It's just the convention was fun, and we were welcome when we went there. I mean, Mr. Wiley and his wife made us feel completely welcome. The room we were in looked like somebody was murdered, and bodies could have been drug in and out of there, and that made it interesting. So, but I figured I had Keegan. If anyone was going to break in, I'd just shove him in front of myself first. Safety, just for safety is all. And but the whole thing was kind of a terrifying and fun experience at the same time. So, thanks to you guys, we had a blast. It was fun, and it was worth it, man. It really was. So I don't know if it's a bug so much as it's a way to get to meet other people in the gaming world. So why not? And Mythos Mini Warmutt says, "Hey, Mythos." So he's saying hi. And say hi, Mini Warmutt. So I'm not sure what you were laughing at, but probably my face again. I know you told me. I tried, but those wish filters don't work, sir. So I don't know what else to do. But yeah, built on a car today. So I took a little bit of a break from Zombicide, just for a little bit, and only for today, basically. But I got to get that RC done, and that way I can represent my group, cruising it down the street. Or at least get my dog to chase it. I bet if I put like a section of string on and tie a dog biscuit to the back, or Keegan, if I tie a can of Mountain Dew to it, probably would follow. So I don't see the harm, really. Someone's got to do it. So, yeah, it's good. And Mythos, did you ever order any of those victory counters? Because they're handy as hell. Yep. Get them before this stupid supply chain crap that they're talking about. More and more things being cut and all this terrible stuff going on. What's going to affect us gamers too. So, yeah, may as well get something of what you can if you want. And Vinny Warmott, been keeping an eye on your videos too. Looks good. So far, I think. So good, you guys. I mean, I don't know what else to say other than Mythos. I have to apologize. Sometimes I cannot get in the chat on Friday nights because I'm busy, but I almost always watch your guys' show. So just remember, sometimes I'm just lurking in the background, but I almost always give it a thumbs up. So I like your guys' show. It's pretty cool. Mini Warmut. This is it, Mythos. I know why there's a supply chain issue in the gaming world. Right there. Right there. Mini Warmut ordered more stuff, depleting the gaming warehouses yet again. And there was some sort of universal gaming convention treaty you signed, Mini Warmut, where you would slow up and let the rest of us pick up some of this supply. But there you go. Oh, like your guys' show, Mythos? I pimp you guys out like they think you pay me because you guys are just cool. I I like listening to you, and yeah, nice, Brian. Way to go. Tie up the gaming world. So yeah, but you guys have a great show, Mythos and Freakin'. I mean, um, I think it's really a good show. I enjoy it, and I've recommended people to watch it and stuff. So you guys do great, man, and you're very knowledgeable. So, but yeah, yeah, that's Brian's fault, and it has to be your fault this week, Brian, because Greg's tired of taking blame for stuff. So next week you can blame me for whatever, but this week I just need the week off. Okay, just a break, just a little one, not much, and we'll take it from there. So Mini Warmut, what are your packages, and how many FedEx trucks? Or are they bringing it in a semi this time? Because I bet your wife's like, "What's that noise? Beep beep beep," and it's your truck's backing up. Why is there a forklift on the back of that one? Because they can't unload that many boxes by hand. Yeah. You're registered? Wow. Nice. How much was that registration? Was it free? Or did you have to pay? Or did you pay somebody online for it? That's the key right there. Global gaming world order. Yeah. I thought it stood for good grief, what did I order? But global gaming world order works really good too. See, and you made a treaty, man. Come on. Some of us need that glue. You know, you got to have glue, especially for these push together models that don't need any glue, that tend to need glue. Uh, I like that. You're the first dibs organization. That's what I like about you, man. That's cool. First dibs. I got you. So now, can you tell us what you ordered, or you don't have to if it's something you're going to unbox and do videos on? Then don't cut your content or anything. But if it's not and you want to share, let us know. I'm curious. All right. So Mythos, you got your new Blood Angels contrast paint. Well, yeah, and you don't have enough 40K figures, Mythos. You need another army. So you keep at it. Actually, I think that's cool that you can. Um, I wouldn't mind doing a secondary army, but I barely get to play with the one I got. So I more or less play more kill team than anything else, just because it's But I want to know how that contrast paint works for you. Let's see how that works out, because so far I've been pretty happy with their stuff, other than that one color that you helped me out to get a different one for the Black Templars, because it was just too damn chalky and didn't flow at all. So, but yeah, that's the blood for the blood gods. That I like that because I've learned a little trick I learned anyways. I don't know if you guys do, but you take a toothpick and you dip it in there. And you just put it on the tip of the little sword teeth, and it'll start to try to like drip off. It'll dry that way, like the blood's dripping off the blade, as opposed to just splattered on there, I guess. And so I want to see how that paint comes out. And you, Mr. Brian, almost clicked the buy button on Kill Team. Well, you could get the starter Kill Team. I think it's only like $85. You don't have to get like Morok like I did. Keegan signed me up for that one. By the time I realized what I was into, I can't back out on the game store. But you could get the starter sets like $85, and sometimes they're on sale. That would be good for you, because we could game with that too. Mini Warm, if every once in a while you want to take a break from Zombicide, you could do that. I mean, we can do the other stuff too, Fistful of Lead and all that, but Kill Team's pretty quick. I mean, that last one we did, geez, I got 10 victory points. You're supposed to get a total of 20. So in 2 rounds, I won because Keegan hid by the building. He didn't go for the objectives. And you can't. You have to get out there and just fight. If you don't, you're done. All right, Mythos. Hey, that's a cool idea. Why don't you, Mythos? Because you got good stuff. Do something on that. Put it up, and I'll watch it. I mean, you're the one that helped me a long time ago on tips with the power sword. So why not put it up there? I know you've been meaning to do it. You don't have to, but people are gonna watch it, man. You're a knowledgeable dude, just like Brian here. People watch what he does. So you're good. I would most definitely. I'm not an expert painter, although I appreciate you guys saying my stuff looks good. I like that. Just little tips I have. I don't know if you know many more months old. More content, Mythos. More content. So yeah, but your content's been pretty damn good, sir. So you're all right. But I would put one up there. It'll get watched, most definitely. And I can't tell you, man. I appreciate you guys showing up, and I appreciate Lily showing up to game. That was good. I've actually had other ladies in our group comment that watched that later through Facebook, and they're like, "Oh wow," because there are a lot of ladies in our group, and they thought it was cool. And Lily's a hell of a player, man. She remembers that shit. She's got it down. She knows what she's gonna do. She's very formidable. So I think that's pretty good. Yes, I don't have an airbrush. Well, I think there's one laying around, I guess, or Ashley had one. I don't use an airbrush. Um, I don't know how you guys get that fine detail with it. I don't. But any warm up teasing? No, you never tease. You're never sarcastic either. You make hella good sound effects, though, sir. I like that. It adds to the game, to be honest with you. So, yeah. And we should get together once in a while and just all of us game, but it could be whatever game you guys want to do. Um, well, let's clear it with Mythos first, because Mini Warmont's mind kind of goes, he's, it could be scary if he said, "Hey, Greg, I have a new idea for a game. Are you in?" I would have to know the details, before I just arbitrarily said, "Sure." Good. There you go. I think there are many warm up. Mythos is going to he's going to do a video, which would be good. So get one done. That'll be good for the rest of everybody. and take it from there. I don't really have any expert stuff. I do okay with what I got. I'm proud of what I do, but I'm not an expert, man. Mythos is more like an expert to me. So are you, Mini Worma, because you can convert trash. In my house, the only one that converts trash is the dog. She just converts it into smaller pieces when she takes it out of the can and drings it across the floor, and you know. But that's not building terrain. Although I guess it would look like a bombed out area for one day, you know. But it's it is what it is, man. You guys got your certain talents, so for sure. I'm not quite sure what else to do. I mean, I could show people how I've converted squirrels into flying squirrels. And oh, my squirrels outside, in the summer, they do drink iced coffee. I'm not sure if it's good for them, but they're pretty active after that. Not bad. What'd you say there, Mini Warmup? Yeah, I get where you're going with that. So I don't know. It just depends because I try to make sure whatever I do. I mean, it's up to you, man. I try to make sure those things I do are not offensive. On the other hand, there are people in the world that get offended over everything, and you can't get away from that. So, um, I guess you just have to see. I mean, I guess really, unless you pointed it out, maybe nobody would notice it. But I don't think you could go without making a joke at some point. You could try. That might be good. Oh, Lordy. So that's good, though, if you finish Prison Outbreak. You could do that. You could always snip it off. I mean, who's really going to know? I mean, we will because you said something, but anybody that's watching the game probably not going to really notice. Because especially if you do a clean cut and a little bit of filing, it'd be like it was never there. So that would be good. Try that. Um, I don't know. Yeah. I like the game though. Zombicide is a fun game. The concept is good, and hey, it works, and people enjoy it. Let's see here. You spent $87 on 220 minis. Guess what I got? You got a hell of a deal. 220 miniatures for 90 bucks is a good deal. Now, what type of miniatures you got, I don't know. But still a good deal. I mean, per miniature. So what'd you get then? You gotta tell us. Let us know. But other than that, nice price, man. Nice price. I think Mythos Mini Warmup will let us know in a minute. Or maybe. Well, how'd you get? Wait, 220. I don't understand. You bought. You'll have to explain how you did that, though. Like, did you buy broken down sets? Did you buy used sets? Did you buy. I mean, they didn't all come in one box for $87, did they? Or were they like maybe Civil War miniatures or something you got a deal on? Ah, hello, John. He's got an idea. There you go. Like I said, something to do with the war. Well, Napoleonic War. Or ancients, maybe. I don't know. It depends on who you bought it from. Aha, John, you're very close, he says. And what's your question, Mythos? Is a drill there the tool man equivalent of sex machine from dusk till dawn? Hello, Taylor. How are you, sir? And aha, we were close. Ancients, Greek starter army set. That's still a lot of miniatures, man, for the price. And it'll give your brain a chance to do something other than zombie paint scheme for a little bit, too. That way, when you go back to your zombie stuff, your mind's freshened up a bit. Yeah. You're doing well, Taylor. I'm glad you're doing well, sir. We don't want anybody to have to do bad. So I'm glad you're doing good. Yeah. So, John, thank you for joining us. And who many Warmont? Not sure. You would probably know about that too, though, wouldn't you, sir? John, you would know. You guys got a lot of some of the ancient stuff, don't you? I've seen you with that. Hey, so he's like, "Come on, Johnny B, you know where he got it from." I don't. Greg doesn't know. Let Greg know. Greg would like to know. Um, and Taylor, Nita says hi. Well, thanks for stopping by, sir. I appreciate it. And but mini Warmut. Oh, okay, from Warlord. All right. Well, there you go. Then you got some good miniatures too, because some of the stuff I've seen is pretty nice, man. Um, Good question for you there, mini Warmut, because I wouldn't know. I the ancient stuff I had talked to Kaiser a little bit about in the past. I wouldn't mind getting into some of that, but I don't know a lot about it. So I wouldn't really know what would be a good starter set. But I've seen people do some fantastic painting, and it would be nice to get into. So are they 28 millimeter then? Johnny's asking. That's cool. Mini Warmont has Romans and Greeks. Nice. Very nice. See, the only ancients I have was that little bit that I got from that auction. So I've got to do something, but I wasn't quite sure what would be a really good overall starter set for somebody new getting into that era. It's not like because I don't know. I know mostly World War II and that stuff. Um, yeah, I will, sir. I will. I just give me a suggestion then, John, Johnny B. What would you like me to call you, John, sir? What would be a good suggestion from you for somebody like me who's not familiar with that time frame as far as a good set? Because I'm getting pretty good at painting on the 28 millimeter size. The little teeny tiny figures like Rush and Quill and some of these other guys do fantastic work on these super tiny miniatures, and I don't think I could do that. So I would need your guys' suggestion for um, a good set. And I could fight against one of you like Mini Wormwood. Pick something I like. Yeah, well, okay. But because I'm a plastics addict, I kind of like, there's a lot of things I look at and go, I'd like to get that. But then I also want to have something I can play. You can paint them, you know what I mean, and use them as like put in a glass cabinet. But I want to be able to game with them. So I'll have to look around, see what I can pick up that would go along with maybe what Mini Warmite has, because we'll game over this system right here, which you could do too, Johnny B. You're more than welcome, or Kaiser, or Rosie, or any of you guys at any time. And we've done some gaming. Well, they might be easier to paint, but then there's also detail. Oh, okay. So you're going to use them for Fistful of Lead rules. I could see where that'd be easy enough because it's an easy enough set of rules to go by. Maybe I could downgrade the screen here. Um, A time period that piques my interest. Honestly, the Roman era piques my interest, but that's piques a lot of people's interest. The Napoleonic stuff does too. I've always thought the way they fought was horrific, marching and stuff. But that's an interesting time frame too. I don't. There's now the thing with miniatures is it's not like years ago. Now you've got all these companies producing miniatures and all these lines that you just never had. It's like the golden era of gaming again, where poof, you have, I mean, literally more to choose from, man. I mean, I got a rack of games and time to paint, and so that's what me and Clint were talking about. Is we primarily started with mostly the armor stuff, World War II tanks, Team Yankee, Flames War, kind of like armor battles. And I wouldn't mind trying branching out a little, but we're probably going to do a little bit more going back to the tank stuff. We have all this terrain, roads, and stuff. Um, and World War II is a good time frame I like. You can do other time frames too. Star Wars, I like Star Wars stuff as far as X-Wing is great. And so I finally broke down and ordered Legion because of the plastic crack dealer in the chat, Mr. Mini Warmutt. Greg, Legion's on sale for $62. And he was right. So what did Greg do? Spend grocery money. That's what I did because normally they're $120. So now I have Star Wars Legion coming. Why? Because I like to buy game stuff. So it's going to come in around the 25th. I can use the miniatures either with Final Fantasy's game rules or with Wiley Games. I think it's the Galactic Heroes rulebook. And yes, I see. I completely agree with you there, John. There's almost too much, and as a gamer, you're like, I already know this. I want to do this. Before you know it, I was already like a pachinko ball, think, 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 all over on gaming, but I'm trying to condense some of it because it makes it a little bit more difficult. But I'd say it's a toss up. Like I've seen, like the Civil War stuff looks good, the American Civil War stuff, and then you've got um, the Napoleonic stuff and Romans. Those are kind of the ones I'm having a hard time deciding because there's so many nice sets that. And every once in a while, like the one, let's see, it was like, I think it was Amazon, like the Waterloo set. I think it was like $80 for all this. And then one of the others was I think it was Perry Miniatures, does the Civil War. And then they got the terrain and the fences, and I think that's them. I've looked at so many boxes, but I think they have this big starter box. And probably should do that too. Egyptian army box. Well, now the Egyptians were pretty fierce too. They were kind of akin to Romans, if you ask me, because you had your horsemen, you had, spears, you had chariots, you had armored chariots. And so a lot of what they did was, to me, a lot like Romans. I mean, the Romans improved their formations and they were aggressive and whatnot, but that would also be interesting. See, that's what I mean. Johnny, this is an interesting thing for me because it could go anywhere with it. A lot of them are in, Mini Warmutt says, in a marching pose. Yeah, I mean, true. I think some of them could stand. The ones I've seen have a few more in the engaged positions, but just depends on it. So there's my problem, Mythos and Brian and Johnny. It is I have limited income, so what do I buy next? And not you, Mini Warmutt. Shh, no, don't bring up the Persians. Damn it. Okay, you're right. Persians, but then, and the Greeks were formidable Spartans. I there's a bit, there's so much that trying to pick one is difficult. I think maybe what I'll do is pick something I could fight you with, Mini Warmutt, since you already got those two. Maybe I'll find an adversary and buy the adversary. We could duel it out here. See, because then there'd be a purpose for me buying it, or at least a justification to go, hey, Greg, we're going to eat some more rice and beans this week. Yeah, but it's good. It's good if you add some Tabasco or hot sauce. So then I can do it. No, damn it, not the samurai box. That's okay. Well, hello, Rosie. How are you? Is it very hot out there in the UK? It's like about 90 here. Last week we had a 110-degree day with Fahrenheit, um, 2 days in a row. And the humidity was at almost 100%. It was friggin' bad. Like, I had to put extra ice in my coffee to make sure it was cold, cold iced coffee and not just chilled, Rosie, because, yeah. Um, uh, yes. So when you go to your bank and they go, oh, hi, how you doing, Greg? I'm here to take out a loan. Oh, looking for a car, house? No, no. I'm looking to go to my local game store and I need to take out a loan. So let's just get it out of the way. How much is what's 25K going to get me? I'll pay it off in 7 years. What's a monthly payment? We're just going to go do this in one shot. Make the store happy, make the bank happy, and I'll still have some money at that point to buy food, to pay bills. See, that's probably what I should do because, yeah. Oh, goodbye, Johnny. I didn't see that. Sir, you have a good rest of the evening. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. And Rosie, yeah, Rosie's taking over, huh? Okie dokie. Fair enough. That was nice that you stopped by. I appreciate that too. Um, well, okay, smartass. 2 millimeter armies. Yeah, it's just moving around little. Move your formations with tweezers and toothpicks, and I guess you could probably glue like 100 of them to a little small Flames of War base. Oh, just little putty, fill in the holes and make a flat base, and just yeah, yeah, you could do that. Red versus blue. Why not? Why not? I mean that is an idea. And if you used food coloring mini Warmut, then when you're done, you could cook it and just have colored rice, really fancy colored rice. Like, woo! Look, this isn't normal rice. Yeah, there you go. And Mythos says, "Take care, Johnny." And hello there, Rosie. Um, so yeah, I don't know, you guys. It's a lot. It's a lot to choose from to do that. I mean, I want to try to. I've been getting caught up, and so that's what I'm trying to do too. Because money aside, I do want to finish what I've got at least painted. Um, it's otherwise you start to get behind, and I don't want to get behind too much. But so Rosie said it was hot. If you're still there, Rosie, how hot is it in the UK? Because I don't know, but I know it gets pretty hot out there for you guys sometimes. And here, you can hear the air conditioner in the background. It kind of helps somewhat, but it's the humidity that magnifies the heat. So, it's not good combination of the humidity and the heat. Oof. Oh yeah. So on your warnings, okay, just take it easy then. Make sure you stay out of the heat as best as you can. Don't do anything strenuous. Wow, yeah. We get warnings out here too, but usually they're more worried about the cattle. They'll give you a warning to watch your livestock because livestock's worth money, people ain't. But then it's getting hot when they issue those warnings. Oh, it's not well. It's not standard in all homes out here either, but most of them have them. In this part of the world where I live, it's best to have a dehumidifier so that it takes the moisture out of the air and then run the air conditioning because otherwise it's still just ugh. And many Warmite, you live in a desert, so yes, you're going to get heat warnings every day. And that's what she was saying there, Mythos, is, well, we do have AC, so I do feel bad you guys don't. It does suck. Hopefully there's ways for you to stay cool. Um, or I don't know, if hopefully there's a good breeze out there, at least something to help out for you. And the weather just, I don't know, been getting stupid bad anyways everywhere. So even though it's uncomfortable for you guys and for us, we don't have destructive weather like a lot of places have just been, you know, destruction. So, um, but yeah, that's not fun when it's like that. That sucks. I'm sorry about that. So you guys try to take care out there. And by the way, Rosie, I appreciate you guys getting on and saying hi because I know the 6 hour time difference is a lot. So it is much appreciated. But yeah, it's been interesting anyway. So many warm mutton Rosie. I don't know if you guys heard, but today instead of gaming at the coffee shop, in the air conditioning is one of the reasons we went to, because we don't got to pay for it that way in their conference room. But we were working on for gamers with coffee. I've got an RC. It's gonna have a body that's like a World War II Jeep or 50s or Korean like era type Jeep, and then we're gonna put our logos on it. Now, it's a pretty big size RC, and then we can take it and mess around. And I guess it was a good excuse. Keegan picked it up, so we're gonna build it, and that's what we did today. Yeah, yeah, no kidding. So ice cold tea and cooling mats, that works. Well, that's good. Thank you, Rosie. A lot of times because of work, I can't watch the show, man, because of the time difference it comes on while I'm at work. And so trying to watch it at work is difficult for me without getting in trouble unless there's nobody around. Um, then I can. So I usually catch your guys' show later when I can listen to it. And a lot of times just while I'm painting, I like to do that too. So, um, and mini warm out, yes. Yeah, 90 to 98 degrees is your normal low. Um, but yeah, it gets, yeah. Mini warm out says it messes you up when it's 10 a.m. and it's still 105. Yeah. So in your state there, mini warm out in Arizona, I told you before, when I was a younger man, I did roofing in Phoenix. And 7 a.m., it's 100 degrees, and you're just dying out there on roofs trying to do roofing. It about killed me. I did like 3 homes, and after that, I was like, nope, nope, I'm not doing this because you bake to death out there in that. Phoenix is a very hot place. You when you can't roll, your steering wheel gets soft. It's terrible. Um, I try to catch your shows as much as I can there, Rosie, without getting in trouble. I'll put it that way. So sometimes I can't say anything. But let's see here. Somebody warm up want to know if you have like box window ACs or um, yeah, the roofers have a hard time. You know who else has a hard time? The guys in like for that nationwide company that's puts in windshields. For them to have to go to try to remove the car windshields and install new ones with that glue and that kind of heat and that direct sun in your state sucks. I used to work for that company, and I can tell you right now, I've talked to them. And roofers, yeah, it's hard. Like the shingles are 90 pounds, so you can carry up a bundle at a time on your shoulder going up the. But once you get up there, and then some of them houses wanted the clay tiles, you know what I mean, the curve, and so you pitch them to each other, but you're just bent over in that sun, and literally, it's bad. Like 110, 112 degrees, and you're like, ugh, Fahrenheit. Yeah, it's not good. So no, Rosie, roofing's not fun at all. I have a construction. and law enforcement background actually first before the construction. So the bad back later in life kind of put me to doing other things. And so I have all this knowledge in my head I really can't use. So I try to give it to the squirrels because there's a lot of things I know how to do and I can do, but I can't do it at fast enough pace to go do commercial work on it. So, but roofing, that's one I can't do no more. I can't do that. My back would not support a bundle of shingles going up a ladder. And even if they lift it to the roof, tossing around 90-pound packages is hard to do. So, yeah, a lot of respect for people that do roofing. It's a very difficult job, especially when they nail their feet to the roof. That's funny, but not. But I was working with a company where a guy did that, and that's his fault. So he switched out roofing nails, which are short. They were going to run out on a job, and he was running 16 penny framing nails, going around doing that. Wasn't paying attention, and just nailed his foot to the roof, right through his foot. So then there's that. That's why gluing your fingers together doesn't seem so bad sometimes, because you're just gluing your fingers together, and we can remedy that some of the times. But I don't know. Otherwise, it's getting kind of crappy. Um, I forgot. There's something else I wanted to bring up, and lo and behold, I'll probably remember it later because I'm trying to get this Morok Kill Team box finished off. Oh, um, so Mini Warmutt, give me an idea of a good formidable enemy that I can use to fight your Romans with. What what army from that time frame would make it a good battle? Not an easy one where you just run me over. And I'll see if I get a box set, at least an army enough to fight, and we could do that too. We could use the Fistful of Lead rules if you want, or whatever rules you want to use, and let me know. We can figure something out. So, but yeah, it's all good, man. I'm glad you guys all were able to get on and say hi. I appreciate it. It makes my day, and I like chit chatting with you guys. And at least with technology, we can do that. Like with Rosie or Johnny B, we can say hi to them. We can game with them. We can talk to them, and we're not limited by distance. Well, Tuesday there's supposed to be some massive solar flare that's going to collide with Earth again, but knock out GPS. And I'm wondering, it might not be good for ships or being in a plane on Tuesday. So, or being a DoorDash driver. So, what'd you say there, Rosie? I'm sorry, I'm trying to read. Oh, so you work with a veterinarian team? Awesome. Yeah, you're gonna have to be careful even with the AC on. It's because the heat can sneak up and just boom get you, and there's not much you can do. You got to be careful. Got to stay hydrated. Drink things with electrolytes and take care of yourself. Yeah, that's cool though that you get to work with the veterinarian team. Nice, very nice. Uh, yeah, Germania. I have. That's the. Oh, those are the Horse Warrior box set I got. I think. So yeah, I'll have to dig into that. See if I can get something. And what ended the Romans was themselves, man. Overconfidence and decadence and perversion to an extreme, and they just kind of disintegrated. Their society became super corrupt and really bad. And but they made it 500 years, and they were a force to be reckoned with, man. Nobody messed with the Roman citizen at all. But I'll look into that. Maybe we can do something like that. I think that would be fun. It's just fun, anyways, to game with other people when you get the chance like this, and that's cool. Now what we gotta do is drag Freak out here to get him to game once too if he wants. I have watched his videos though too. Um, where he's playing. That's a pretty creepy game, man. See, I'm stressed enough during the day. I don't know if I could play a game like that where you get down in the basement, things are jumping up at you, and you're like, what? Give me a first person shooter or something I can engage somebody else with, not this, you know, if you're already too stressed, you don't want to be playing those games. But they are pretty cool. No, I have not played Battleship Gothic. But there are other people that have asked me that too, so I'm going to have to check that out. Because I enjoy video games. I mean, I still got my Atari and all the cartridges. I still got my Nintendo 64, my Atari Jaguar, my Sega Genesis. Get it? My Nintendo. These units I still all have. They still all work, and the games still all function. And I play them off and on. I just kind of the last year kind of dipped off the Xbox a bit because I just got tired of some I want someone to be a team player for because I like games, Rosie, like Domination, Kill Confirmed, things like that, where especially Domination points because you got to hold the objective, and they're just too worried about their kill death ratios, and they're not holding objectives, and then they don't want to communicate. And if you're going in there with there's six of you, you all need to have a headset and be talking so that you know where you're getting killed from, where the other guys are coming from, what points trying to be taken, and nobody wants to do that. You're just going to lose. And so the video game world, just to me, I'm like, I like it, but for now, I would just rather do the models. Um, so Johnny B used to play it. The models are beautiful. I will look into that and see because why not? I look into things Mini Warmut says. It's just the other day when I went to use my credit card, it laughed. I didn't think the ATMs could laugh at you, but this one did. So it's kind of creepy. So I guess I expended my money. Uh, I'm writing it down so I don't forget it. And I'll write my name down, Greg, Greg. That way I don't forget. Yeah, yeah, it is fun to watch him freak out there, Mythos. Yes, that is true. Um, but some of the games are, what was it? Dead Space was a very creepish kind of game, and I'm trying to remember the one. Uh, Man, there was one I'd played before that was pretty freaky too. Uh, Borderlands, yes, Borderlands is pretty popular. Um, Many more money. You played Ticket to Ride? Now I have not. I have seen the game everywhere, and I've seen it was listed as one of the top three games that have been being bought the last year or two. Um, 50 million copies. Well, yeah. Holy cow, that's a lot, man. But I don't know anything about the game other than I've seen it, and I've seen reviews as far as people saying they love playing it, but I have not played it. Even if it's a good solid family game, we need some of those, man. I mean, you need something where the family can sit down and play, and like they used to do a long, long time ago, and interact with each other instead of everybody face down on their phone, sitting at the table, and nobody talks, which is where we're at today. So if it's a good family game, then you should bring it on sometime or show it off. I'll do a show on your channel so I can come watch, and we'll check it out. But yeah, that's cool. Ticket to Ride because um, Keegan's got the kids playing Zombicide, so they are all sitting down at the table, putting their phones down, playing that, and they seem to really enjoy that. I'm not necessarily sure if that falls into the category of family gaming, but it's a game the family can do. The board game Color Brain. I know nothing about that, Rosie. Um, Color Brain, and it's a board game. There are so many games out there, though, you guys, like we were saying earlier. It's like for us gamers, this is like the golden age of gaming. Like if you're into tabletop gaming, board games, anything like that. It's I know many more. You said be careful. I'm not supposed to use big words. I think it's called a plethora of games. I think I pulled that word off though, many more. So you have so much to choose from. It's just overwhelming sometimes. Many more, mate. You and your Hispanic food, man. Tacos and enchiladas, and I love all that stuff. So yeah, that's good. You can have shredded chicken enchiladas and play Ticket to Ride. Why not? You're hungry now. You're not hungry now, are you? You can't be. I guess it is heading towards supper or dinner or whatever you'd like to call it time in your area. Yeah. But that's Mini Warmut. We know what we'll do, Mini Warmut, in honor of you. We can do Taco Tuesday gaming, and you'll be our guest. We'll just do Taco Tuesdays with Mini Warmut, and and then alternate the food every week. Do something like that. You're going to bust out your Marvel United games. Yes, yes, you said that correctly. Okay, so let's see. Oh, very nice, Rosie. Now, see, that's part of the gaming thing too, right? That we overlook. You get something and you bought it for, they enjoy it, and they enjoy it and they play it with their family and friends. That's a win on all levels of the gaming world right there. That's fantastic because you guys have heard me say it before, but like family is number one. You've got to take care of those that you love and those that are your friends. Um, the rest is not as important. It just never will be, and it shouldn't be. When you can combine gaming with your family and make some memories, build some bonds, have some good times, and I don't mean to sound cheesy or whatever, but those things matter. Like those things make a difference in this world. And there's not a lot left of families doing much of anything anymore. You know what I mean? And yeah, see, Mythos, the family game nights are good. Now, see, this is why that table was also important. If you listen to that little review I did, it's that thing allows me to play and allows me to bring Keegan and Crystal and the kids over. There's plenty of room. Just put the game away. You can eat on it. You want to go back to gaming? There's plenty of room to game. When you're done, you fold it up, set it up against the wall, out of the way. So there's, to me, a component of the gaming world that's going to serve both things and do just what we were talking about. And that's what it's all about, man, because we're not taking our miniature collections with us when we go. When we leave this world, it does not matter how much money you have, what your status or station in life is. None of that crap matters. What's going to matter is the other people that are still there going, hey, I remember when my dad gave me, or my mom, or my aunt, or my grandma, or my grandpa. You know what I mean? They're going to remember these things. That's not something you will ever be able to put on layaway or buy, ever. So that is what is a good thing, to do. Thank you, Rosie. She agrees too. Oh, Blood Bowl. Um, so let me tell you something about this, Rosie. Me and Clint started playing that way back when it came out. So we have, holy crap, Blood Bowl can be a very long game, 3-4 hours if you have the full set. And we have the condensed version you can only get at Barnes and Noble bookstores. It's called Blitz Bowl. It is Blood Bowl from Games Workshop condensed. And it is, I guess you could compare it maybe to somewhat liken it to the Kill Team, just a version of Warhammer, just you're not going to spend 5 hours playing it. So that's what Blitz Bowl is. It's the same factions, the same groups, with a few less things, and it's condensed. And not that we ever see back in the old first beginning of the whole pandemic scare thing, they put me and Clint in an outpost. I called it Outpost Zero because it was out in a shed with internet, on his mom's property, and in the winter. So it was like we were in Antarctica, trudging to work, walking through the snow. You're going into a shed. We had to have a Wi-Fi device that I called and told my boss is a personal radiation device because for some reason it's keeping the coffee cup warm right next to it. But don't worry, the signal heats your coffee. No harm to you, Greg. Just keep working because we got to output all these calls. So that was our outpost zero. Was we literally it was in a wooden shed with internet in the snow, um, and that's where possibly, but I cannot confirm this. Possibly on our lunch break, we played a game called Blitzball. But my memory's a little foggy due to frostbite. For the record, get what I'm saying? But Blitzball is Blood Bowl condensed, and it's very fun. And you can get it online from Barnes and Noble. It's the only place you're going to get it is a Barnes and Noble store. So Blood Bowl is popular, but Blitzball's even easier, especially if you're sanctioned somewhere out in the Great White North, like us. It's pretty bad when you go outside and you're looking around and you're trying to eat a sandwich and you're walking to stay warm, and birds are trying to attack you for your food, and it just gets crazy. So, but that was actually fun. It was more like an adventure going to work. Yeah. Mini Warmutt said he had a light bulb go off. Yes, Mini Warmutt. That would work. Why not? Why not? That would be a good idea. It'd be a good excuse for you to buy more miniatures because you don't have enough already. So that would be good. I will do that too. Why not? I don't know, you guys. Life sometimes is a little crazy, but I'm going to go ahead and end it because I'm heading over to see my granddaughter, who's only 4 months old, and we get to play and have fun. And she doesn't think I'm ugly. She giggles. She's at that age where she's giggling, and you can tickle her. And it's kind of hard. You can't just walk up to people at the store and go and tickle them because then there's a whole police and arrest thing and takes all the fun out of it. So this is what I resort to is I'm going to do that. So I will take you up on that, Mini Warmutt. Rosie, let Johnny B know I said thank you. I am grateful that you showed up too. And tell Kaiser I said hi, please. Mythos, tell your wife Lily I said hi. I'm glad you showed up. And let Freak know I said hi too. Although, could you ask Freak to stop auto charging my PayPal account? I just can't keep doing $99.95 a month for the breeding program. It's not. I'm not even clear what the breeding program is. Like I don't even have any documentation. I cannot write it off on my taxes, sir. So my pill. Oh, Mini Warmutt. Thank you for reminding me. I'll take it. I put some out with the corn on like the deck for the squirrels. They ate them up too. I haven't seen them for a few days. I'm sure they're okay. It'll be okay. Oh, hello, Lily. You've been lurking. I'm not really as crazy as I think I sound sometimes, but possible. You just don't know. And lurking's okay. I mean, that's good. We're glad you gamed, and we've talked after. We think you're a hell of a player. You're very formidable. So, very good. You made some really cool, badass decisions on that game. Although, I was kind of hoping me and Mini Warmutt could have just, ended it right there on the car. Would have been, well, I don't know, a Titanic kind of, eventful thing. But it's okay. Lurk alert. Red pills or blue pills? So I have a problem, Rosie. If I escape the matrix, I cannot bend the other reality to my will. If I stay in this matrix, in this realm, I'm learning to change it. See? So it's kind of a dilemma. It's like I kind of want out, but I know how things work here. But who knows? I don't know. I'll have to. Well, I'll tell you what, Rosie. We'll split the difference. This is a pill, So we'll just pull them apart and we'll mix it 50-50. And that way I don't have to choose. I'll just take that. And I'll see if I show up next Sunday. I'll let you know. We'll just see how it goes. I don't know. That's the only way I think I could do it, because that way I'll know what happens. Or at least I'll videotape it and watch what happens and take it from there. So, all right, you guys, I'm gonna let you go so I can head over and play with the baby, because she's my favorite miniature. Because she's my favorite miniature. So, hands down. But I love you guys. I'm glad you all showed up. Thank you. It does make my day and my week. I hope you all do good. Rosie, you guys try to stay cool, stay safe out there in the UK. Mini Warmut, no more getting kicked out of the all-you-can-eat taco bars. You're going to run out of them out there in Arizona. So try to contain yourself a little bit, not get carried away. Jeez, I have to tell you everything. All right. You guys have a good night, all right? Take care. I'll catch you next time.